leaders who refused to condemn him out of hand. King Hussein pointed out that Kuwait had promised Iraq a number of oil wells as part of its contribution towards the long war against Iran. Yet Kuwait had reneged on that promise and had also cheated on its OPEC quotas. Among all the chaos which followed the invasion, a huge number of foreign workers fled from Iraq into Jordan. There were around 150,000 refugees congregating in a makeshift camp with no water and no blankets. It was extremely hot during the day when they had no shade, and freezing cold at night when they had no warmth. A blanket can be rigged up as shade and wrapped up in for warmth. I had contacted King Hussein and Queen Noor, offering to do whatever I could to help. Queen Noor now telephoned me to say that although the Red Cross was in the process of setting up a water distribution system, there was still the task of trying to find up to 100,000 blankets. A few very young children have already died, Queen Noor said. I think that we've only got about 2 or 3 days grace before we start to lose hundreds of refugees. That day I drove down to Crawley and talked to the Virgin Atlantic staff about how we could set about finding and then flying 100,000 blankets to Amman. During the course of the day we called up the Red Cross, William Waldegrave at the Foreign Office and Linda Chalker at the Overseas Development Office, and managed to secure 30,000 blankets, with a promise of more to come from UNICEF in Copenhagen. Now that we had offered to provide the plane, the Red Cross put out an appeal on national radio, and a warehouse at Gatwick started filling up with blankets. On top of that, David Sainsbury promised several tons of rice. 2 days later, all the seats were removed from one of our 747s and replaced by over 40,000 blankets, rice and medical supplies. The 747 then flew to Amman. The blankets were loaded up into a line of trucks waiting at the airport, and we came back with a number of British nationals who had been stranded in Jordan. When I returned to Britain, William Waldegrave told me that he had had a call from Lord King, chairman of British Airways, who had been surprised to see the Virgin Atlantic flight to Jordan featuring on News at 10. We should be doing that, Lord King had told Waldegrave. The next week, British Airways flew some supplies out to Jordan and brought back some more nationals.